in today's Project Pan episode.
I may or may not have kind of failed Project Pan. Call me crazy, I haven't touched my gua sha. My little tiny accident. Lip products are mission impossible. Star and nice anise.
I'm back again.
I know December is almost over, but we still need to talk November empties and progress. I'm sorry I left you guys hanging a little bit longer, but I thought I would build the tension a little bit as I'm nearing the end of my first year of taking Project Pan seriously. Did I resist the beauty advent calendars, or did I fail my rules just before the end? How many empties am I closer to the 100 mark? And how much progress did I make on my 10 pan products? Stay tuned to find out. If you're not yet familiar with this series, I'll link it somewhere up here so you can watch those episodes first and then come back to this one. And if this is the first time you see me, welcome. My name's Hannah and I'm applying to be your favorite comfort creator, one video at a time. If you like cozy and conscious lifestyle content, please consider subscribing to my channel. In today's video, I'll give you all there is to know about how my Project Pan November went. As you may know, my main goal for this year's Project Pan was finishing 100 products by using what I already have in my bathroom cabinets, which is kind of a lot, I'm not gonna lie. So let's not wait any longer and dive straight into the video because I have a lot to tell you guys. As I already hinted in the last episode, November was a little bit of a challenging month, so this update is a little interesting. I may or may not have kind of failed Project Pan a little bit, but maybe not in the way that you'd expect, and I had my reasons. Let me explain. So first of all, November was full of temptation as it is peak Advent calendar season. To make matters worse, Lucas took me to the Douglas store here in Ghent, which was an interesting experience because it is a store full of products that I'm basically not allowed to buy right now. So in some aspects it was tempting and hard, but in other ways it was fairly simple to resist temptation. I saw products that I've been wanting to try for a while and that I can't because that product category isn't empty yet. And old me would have had a hard time because old me would have wanted the instant gratification of buying the thing that I want instantly, while new me realizes that products do not run away, that I can always try something later when it's allowed in my Project Pan, but also lifestyle-wise, when I truly need something in that product category, not when I purely want it. So yeah, I'm proud of that little bit of growth and that realization that I had. So in that store, we also had the beauty advent calendar conversation because we saw some. Douglas has his own. It also has branded ones. Lucas actually wanted to buy one for me, but for me, those beauty advent calendars are one of the biggest hurdles in this Project Pan challenge. So for me, this year wouldn't have been a true success if I had let him do that because I can accept gifted products, so that's a loophole in my rules, but I wasn't about to let him enable me actually not doing the hard part of my challenge, if you get what I mean. So he did listen and he came up with something else. I'm a big coffee drinker and he was like, you know what, I'm gonna fill up an old advent calendar box that I have from previous beauty advent calendar purchases. He was like, I'm gonna fill one with coffee cups and then you have a little surprise coffee to open every day. And I thought that was so thoughtful, and also it's something that I am using because I am drinking coffee daily. So that is something that I would have done anyway, but now it is made a little bit more fun and playful by him picking what coffee I can drink that day and putting it in an advent calendar, so I feel like I get to open something every day, which was super sweet of him and a good way for me to navigate it this year. Yeah, as I'm filming this, I already enjoyed a lot of those coffees and I find it a good alternative, although I'm still a little bit jealous of people who do have a beauty advent calendar, and I do enjoy watching other creators open them, but I don't have a need for new products, so I'm letting it pass and I'm proud of myself. But yeah, that doesn't mean that I didn't buy anything in November. So what did I buy? Well, first of all, this time I did cave and bought deodorant refills from Fussy. As you will see in my empties later on, I finished quite some off. So I'm on my last refill and my last mini, and as it was Black Friday in November, they had a very good deal. They had interesting scents that I wanted to try. I was like, why not? I will need to restock probably this year or in January. Why not do it now and like profit off of the deal? Because I don't really like buying my products full price when I know that I can buy them in discount, because products can be expensive. So yeah, I did cave this time, but I did needed a restock. So I was like, okay, now you're allowed. I bought one set of refills, so 3 refills, and one set of minis, and that will get me through at least the first quarter of the year, maybe even longer. But that wasn't my fail. I want to talk about my little fail. So I did place an order for some Holy Grail makeup products, like my burgundy mascara, my NYX brow glue, and yeah, those categories weren't empty yet, but those are Holy Grail products for me, and I just couldn't wait any longer to order them. Why? Because I needed to get new pictures taken because my driver's license was expiring soon and I needed to renew it. And call me crazy, but I'm not gonna use makeup products that I don't like on pictures that I'm gonna put on legal documents for 10 years. I really wanted my Holy Grail products. So yeah, I ordered those together with some new fixing spray as I'm running out. And if you think to yourself, Hannah, why did you buy 2 fixing sprays? Well, I like to be dewy in real life and matte on camera, so that's why. And if you're also wondering, Hannah, why is there a Sol de Janeiro spray in there? Did you buy that because you're not allowed to buy body sprays and perfumes right now? The answer is no, I didn't, because it was also a Black Friday deal. I got like a discount and I got a free product. So yeah, that's why that was in there. And as you know, I can accept gifted products. So I did, gladly, because who doesn't like a free product once in a while? And especially if you're not allowed to buy fun stuff at the moment. It can be a nice surprise, like a little gift to yourself. But yeah, that's the story behind this order. And yeah, I also bought my Holy Grail CC cream as it also is running on empty. And I was like, I'm just gonna order everything at once because that's more economic and like makes more sense in my head. So if you guys think that I now ruined my project pan and that I failed, I think that's totally valid. But I also think that I had a reasoning behind it. It was not mindless shopping. It was shopping with a plan. It were, for the most part, products that I already used that were Holy Grail that I know I'm gonna love and use up. So yeah, that's my opinion. So in my opinion, I didn't really fail project pan, but I didn't really play by the rules either. But I had been playing by the rules for more than 10 months and pretty strict. So I'm already pretty proud of that. To me, project pan is also not about being perfect, but about being better. In the end, I wanted to be a bit of a lifestyle change, that I consume more mindful for life. And I think this challenge already changed my shopping habits for the better and permanently. And that is the most important thing to me. Next, it's time to see if I made any progress with my 10 pen products that I'm tracking. Let's see if I use them more and if I have any empties. So we're starting off with my face cleanser for the shower. I've used this regularly, not every day. So I need to step up my game again because, as you guys know, this takes forever to finish. But I've used it 17 times in the last 30 days. So not bad at all. Next, we have another face cleanser, but the oil one. I had to redraw the line because it's so sticky and oily that the marker just slips off. But yeah, I haven't been really good with this one. I need to step up my game with this one big time because it takes forever to finish. I also said that I was gonna do more gua sha. Also in my 75 soft challenge, I thought I was gonna do more gua sha in the evening. Guess what? I haven't touched my gua sha for the whole challenge. So that didn't happen. So I hope that it will happen in the new year and then we can get through this a bit quicker. I've used it 9 times in the last 30 days. So not bad, but also not good. Speaking of oils, I have the little black sleeping oil here. I try to use it as much as I can. This is going pretty well. I'm almost halfway in and I've used it 8 times in the last 30 days. So this is going pretty quickly. And also if I can even double my uses, I can go through it twice as fast, which is desirable because these oils go off pretty fast. So I want to be faster than that. Next one's progress I'm really happy with. It's my shampoo bar. I've used it 6 times in the last 30 days, which is pretty good. And now you can start seeing that it is thinner and smaller. Yeah, the smaller it gets, the more of a difference you will see, I think. So yeah, really pleased with that. I'm gonna keep up this pace, I think. It will be an empty in Q1 next year, I think. We're getting there with this one. Then we have my little tiny accident. You guys know what happened with this one if you watched the last episode. But yeah, this one is broken, but I'm still using it. And as you can see, I made a little bit of progress on it. Although it's broken, the product that's still on, I'm gonna use. And I've used it 34 times in the last 30 days. So pretty good. I wanna up that even more because I wanna see if I can maybe empty it in January. Who knows? If not, it will definitely be February, I think. We're making great progress on this one. Then another one I'm really proud of, my Labello, my chapstick. This is getting smaller and smaller. I've used it 49 times in the last 30 days, so pretty good. It's my go-to chapstick in my bathroom, so normally I apply it at least in the morning and in the evening. Sometimes I skip the morning, sometimes I skip the evening. That's why it's 49 times. But yeah, it's going down pretty quickly, so I'm happy with that. I think it will also be like a January or February empty, which I'm really excited for, because as you know, lip products are mission impossible to finish, so always proud when it happens. Then another sticky bottle, the cellulite body oil that I use as a normal body oil, and yeah, I made a pretty dent in this, but as I said, body oils I go through pretty quickly as I have a lot of stretch marks and I like to lather them in oil because it eases them, it prevents them from itching and stuff like that, so I really like that. I'm definitely gonna finish this before it goes off. I'm determined. So in the last 30 days I've used it 7 times, which is not a lot, but you will see in my empties that I've used up another oil, so I alternated with this one, so that's why. Next we have a very exciting one. This one is my first 10 pen product progress empty. This is completely empty. I've used it 2 times in the beginning of the 30 days, so in November, so this is a November empty, and I've been using this cream since February or March or something, and it's finally completely empty. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys what I think about it in the empties portion. I did replace that moisturizer with another one. This is the Biotherm Aquasource Hyalu Plump Gel. This is a mouthful, but it's also a gel moisturizer, so I'm gonna include this from now on in my 10 pen product progress as like my new main moisturizer. I've started it already, as you can see, and from now on we're gonna take progress of this one as well. Next one that I'm really proud of, the Shiseido Firming Body Cream. This one is almost empty. I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna empty it in December. In the last 30 days I've used it 7 times, so yeah, I'm pleased with that, and yeah, there's less left than I thought, so this is definitely gonna be in the December empties. And then lastly, my retinol. As you guys know, I'm very slow with this one. I didn't make a lot of progress. I only used it 3 times in the last 30 days, so yeah, not a lot, but I'm going slow and steady with this one as it is quite harsh on my sensitive skin, and I just want to be slow and mindful and careful with it. So we already have 1 empty from the product progress, but what other products did I empty in November? And how much closer did I get to the 100 mark? In the previous episodes, I already emptied 68 products, leaving me with a hefty 32 to still finish in November and December, which is a bit of a stretch, but I tried my best. So let's dive into the November empties, see what I liked and what I didn't like, and how much I finished. So the first one I've already showed you, and that is the COSRX. This is Korean Skincare Advanced Snail 92 All-in-One Cream. This is a jelly textured moisturizer. I absolutely love this one. This is very calming and neutral. It's unscented. I feel like it's suitable for a lot of skin types, including mine, a pretty sensitive skin, especially in my face. So yeah, I really liked it. I didn't have any breakouts from it. I would repurchase it in a heartbeat, but I have other moisturizers to go through, as you may know if you saw my inventory. But I really like this one. I do really like Korean skincare. I feel like it's always formulated pretty well, that it never irritates my skin and that it prevents it from breaking out and stuff. This one is definitely a yes. Next, I finished this NYX Body Rêve de Thé, which is Dream of Tea Revitalizing Granular Scrub. So this is a body scrub. This one was pretty harsh. I did not like this one, and so I've used it on my feet regularly to keep them soft and like pre-pedicures and stuff. And yeah, now it's finally empty. So if something is a little bit too harsh on like your regular skin, because my arms are also pretty sensitive, you can always try it on your feet and see how that goes. On my feet, I didn't have any reaction at all from using this, and it left my feet soft. And this was in an advent calendar from a couple of years ago, so I didn't pay a lot of money for it, but I wouldn't repurchase it because it is not really suitable for my skin type. Next, we have another box of Extra Safe Q-tips. If you follow this series, you guys know that I prefer these ones. These are my favorites. So I also restocked these because these were my last ones. These are pretty good Q-tips. If you have a kruidvat nearby, very good. Then I have another NYX product, the NYX Rêve de Miel, which is Dream of Honey. It's a hand cream. You guys know that I need to use a lot of hand cream, especially in winter, because I get skin cracks pretty easily, and also with like the tattoo on my hands and stuff. And if you get your nails done, it's very important to moisturize those cuticles and the rest of your hands. So yeah, I finished this one. It's also from an advent calendar. I liked it. I don't particularly love it. I don't really love scents with honey because I'm not really a fan of honey, but it was okay. It's decent, but I wouldn't go out of my way to buy it. I think there are better creams for a smaller budget out there, so I wouldn't go out of my way to buy this, but it was okay. Next, I finished this Lumen Glow Refresh Hydrating Mist Nordic Sea. I really liked this one. My skin was glowing with this one. I really like to use a toning mist instead of putting toner like this on my face. I liked it. I don't know if I would repurchase it per se. I think there are other ones I liked more, like the Lush one. The Tea Tree Lush one is like my holy grail. So I think at the moment I'm not using a mist, but I miss it. So I was gonna wait until Christmas to see if I get any products gifted. When I don't, then I will restock some things that are empty, like this toning mist, but I probably will buy the one from Lush. But this is a great option and pretty affordable. Not gonna say cheap, but pretty affordable. And Lumen is a very good brand. Always like their products, so I do recommend if you're on the market. Next, I finished a fussy refill. This is the Wide-Eyed Sensitive. This is a citrusy smell. I didn't particularly like this one. Normally I like citrusy smells, but I feel like the scent wasn't really there or something, and I didn't particularly like it, so I wouldn't repurchase this scent per se. But fussy, I love fussy. You guys know I love fussy. It's the best natural deodorant I've used so far, and I like they have a sensitive range because I can be sensitive under my armpits, especially after shaving. I don't think the minis are sensitive, but I don't get a reaction from them. But I use them in my toiletry bag, and most of the time then I don't shave when I'm not in my own house, so maybe that's why I don't get a reaction from the minis. I'm actually not sure, but just to be safe, I use the sensitive ones for my big refills, and they work perfectly. Definitely repurchase. I did restock, but other scents than this one. And I also used this cute little face sheet mask with pumpkin spice scent. This was very cooling, just a normal face sheet mask. I got it gifted, so I don't know where it comes from. I wouldn't go out of my way to purchase this. I'm not a big sheet mask girl, but I got it gifted, so I used it, and it was a nice pampering moment, but pretty neutral about this. And then another fussy empty deodorant, but this is a mini one. It's the Sun Drunk with vanilla, star anise, and I don't know how you say it in English. In Dutch you say anise, and that's why I didn't like it. I didn't like the scent. I will never purchase it again, and that's because I don't like the smell of anise. And this was pretty anise, and I don't know how you say it. Help me in the comments, okay? That was the most heavy scent in it. So I am not repurchasing this, but I did completely empty it. And yeah, I do love the formula of the minis, and I love how small they are, how easy they are to throw in your toiletry bag and go, or in your handbag even when you like to reapply during the day. Yeah, this is very good, but maybe not this scent. And I also emptied a little perfume sample. It's the Lovely Me by Liu Jo. I was pretty neutral about this. This is a good scent, but I don't really think that they sell it anymore. It's pretty old sample, and also like it's not my favorite scent in the world. It would never be like my signature scent. It was just fun to play around with it, but I wouldn't purchase it. Next, I've also finished this little Lush pumpkin spice latte shower gel. This was very coffee and pumpkin spice heavy because pumpkin spice latte. The scent was okay. I love that it's orange with glitters. It gives you like a little festive vibe, but to me this shower gel doesn't really work that well. It's heavily scented, but I feel like cleaning wise, because maybe it's heavily scented, you stink a lot faster again than if you use another shower gel. So for me, this didn't really work that well, especially on the places where you get stinky, like your armpits. But yeah, I wouldn't purchase this one. I got it for free. I have another one as well because Lush employees seem to like me, as I said, and they gave me two to try. So I'm gonna use it up, but I'm never gonna purchase this one in particular, although I really love a lot of products that I've already tried and used from Lush, but this one I didn't really love, which is okay. So if you look at the numbers, I finished 10 products in November, which is not on schedule to hit my 100 product goal, but it is very good for 1 month. This was a very good month, so I'm still happy with it. This means I sit at 78 empties in the last 11 months. It also means that I would have to finish 22 products in December to still hit my goal. I can tell you it's gonna be a good month again, but not that good. So we're probably not gonna make it, but that's okay. I'm still proud of what I did. 78 is still already amazing, and I should already be proud of that. I also again calculated the value of the products that I've used this month, which is a total value for this video of 51 euros and 61 cents. Again, reminder, this is what I paid for them and not the suggested retail price per se. Anyway, this leaves me with a grand total of 772 euros and 12 cents worth of products that I've used up and so saved in the last 11 months by using the products I already have instead of letting them go bad in my bathroom cabinets. This motivates me to keep shopping my closet to waste as little product I've bought as possible. Because you guys have stuck along for so long, you guys deserve a little treat. So my boyfriend's back with his empties. Take it away, babe.
Hi guys, I'm back again. Look at this. I have this huge amount of empties for you guys. You will not believe this. Here it is. So that's it. Have a good one. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. Please help. Thanks. Bye.
What he said. Soon you guys will get the final Project Pan 2025 update. This will be early to mid-January. I will also do an updated inventory and rules for 2026. And I will document Project Pan further in the new year. Don't you worry. What and how I will explain in future videos, but I wanted to let you guys know already. Anyway, I hope you really enjoyed this video. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you never want to miss another update. Make sure to like, share, comment because that helps me out with the algorithm. And if you're feeling extra special today, you can even press the hype button if you're watching on a mobile device. As always, I feel so blessed to have you here. I wish you guys the happiest holidays. I'm sending you so much of my love, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.